and welcome to today's video. Today's video, as you can see from the title, is very different from my usual content. Now, I feel like stuff like this has its own versions across various genres on the internet and here on YouTube. I don't know if any other Indian creator has done stuff like this so far, not in my knowledge, but if you know any, please go ahead and leave those video links down below in the comments. You know I'm always reading, liking, hearting and responding to each and every one of them. Now today what we have is that we have an amateur going up against an influencer, going up against a pro makeup artist. I feel like at various levels of understanding, knowing makeup and love for makeup, everyone has their own approach to how they perceive the same makeup brief. The makeup brief that's been given to all the three people today who are gonna be doing makeup on me is very natural, healthy skin, dewy, but like a very soft glam. Glam is part of it, kind of a look. You'll know who we've got as you go along the video, and what I need you to do is be judge and jury and leave comments and tell me which look you liked most. And if you liked all, then mention all. That's totally fine as well. I feel like we're all at different levels of our own makeup game, and it's not to compare one versus the other. It's just that everyone has their own unique styles. So which style appealed more to you is essentially where this entire piece is coming from. I can't wait for you to see this. I hope you like it. If you do, you know what to do. Okay, let's not make this intro any longer. Let's dive right into it. So to kick things off, we have our amateur person over here. Now I have to give you a full disclaimer. Aishwarya is not a makeup artist, not an influencer, is a regular person like you who may not be related to the beauty industry from an execution point of view. But she is in fact assistant brand manager at Verified and part of my team. Hi Ash, come say hi on cam.
Hi.
You'll have to bend a little bit because like it's set up to be in my face. She's a very pretty one who knows how to do her own makeup really well, I have to say. Natural, minimal, dewy glam is the brief that we're going with, and that's actually very your vibe.
Yeah.
Right? So do you have any thoughts on how you want to do this?
I don't know, like not really. Like I just do minimum makeup, like just concealer. I don't use contour. I don't do my eyebrows. I just use concealer, liquid blush and eyeliner. That's it.
So she's a minimal makeup girly, which is perfect because that's the brief.
Yeah.
So let's get started.
Yes. Have you tried this like before? Like anyone
else doing my makeup?
Yeah. Like
no.
Who doesn't know anything about makeup?
No. You're the first.
I've never done it. That's why.
But that's the point. The whole concept of the video is like a regular person who does their own makeup really well in their own style versus an influencer
like
who I think does more like camera-ish makeup. No influencers do like I feel like I'll end up doing makeup that hopefully like looks good in real life also, not just for the camera obviously, but typically the traditional version of influencer makeup is so camera priority.
Is it okay because your face is, you said it's dry?
This is your canvas. Do with it what you want.
I don't want to make it look horrible.
It won't look horrible. Why are you like, you're not a pro makeup artist? The whole purpose of this is to give a regular routine. The whole purpose is to show that everyone has their own style, has their own way of doing it, have their own tips and tricks.
I'm still better now. Like earlier I didn't have like any knowledge about makeup.
It's gotten better since you started working on Verified.
Yeah, you can say that.
I forgot to mention this earlier, but she knows we're on a 30-minute timer. We're at 25 minutes now.
Oh.
I forgot to tell you there's a timer. Sorry. I put it on.
We don't use corrector.
You want corrector? I'll give you corrector. I'll give you whatever you want. This is your interpretation. Typically, I don't use corrector, but that's also because the kind of concealers I use and the one I've given you is, it always has a little bit of peachiness, a little orangeness. So zyada zarurat nahi padti.
I mean, in general, you don't need corrector.
I used to use a lot of corrector because when I had like worse under eyes, pigmentation, all of which I've obviously worked on quite a bit. You've never been a foundation, full glam, full beat girly, no?
The thing is, I feel like my face looks too much white like when I apply foundation.
White?
As in, I mean, I don't know, like it looks very cakey or...
Drop a comment if you want me to do Aishwarya's makeup one of these days.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
fun actually.
I love doing other people's makeup also, I've realized. I was so nervous while doing Ria's makeup for her wedding. I'll leave a link into that reel or shorts down below.
No, it was looking really nice.
I got so many compliments. Aunties, like her literal aunties, came up to me and were like, "Can we get your number?" Because like I was like, "I'm not a makeup artist. I don't take on." And they were like, "Oh, but we love what you did." And I said, "She's my best friend. When your best friend commands you to do her makeup for her wedding mehendi, you suck it up and you do it." And I think Ria has like a beautiful face for makeup also.
Yeah. Did you do your own makeup like at your wedding?
No, I didn't. But if I was getting married today, I would for sure do my own makeup.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm very blessed that I had people in my life who were into makeup, who volunteered to do my makeup. And, you know, in fact, like, we were going back and forth between a couple of my friends and logistics and this and that, who were all makeup artists. But I feel like I loved my makeup at the wedding, so like, no shade to anyone. But I feel like today, I know my own face so well that if I was now getting married, I think I would do my own makeup. Like, even my bhabhi, she did her own makeup when she got married, even though like she had no official makeup training experience at the time. She had learnt makeup because, in a sense, basics, because she used to be a like flight staff. She used to be flight attendant for Jet Airways at the time, and they teach you, right, makeup. So she did trials with so many people, and she didn't like anybody's makeup, so she did her own makeup when she got married. And it was like fantastic. She looked amazing. So I feel like I'm very happy, of course, looking back at the makeup I had and everything. But abhi agar meri shaadi ho rahi hoti, I just know my face and my flaws and the way I like my under eyes. And also I think I've practiced for these many more years, right? So practiced also means what? I do my makeup 4 times a week.
Do you plan of taking like makeup sessions or like, you know, master classes or something like that?
We've talked about that,
I know.
Like, we do so many of them. I do them virtually whenever I get requests for them. And we should put it on our 2024 goals list. An offline workshop.
I feel people will love it. Like,
I get requests for it all the time. But I just don't have the time or bandwidth to fully execute it and plan it.
I mean,
What happened?
I mean, it's looking fine, but yeah, but I do like my makeup in general.
Yeah, I want your makeup. You're a minimal, natural, dewy, glam, but not Instagram glam, just like natural glam.
Yeah, like when you guys talk about products, I was like, I don't know anything.
No, you know. And I feel like you've gotten such a good hang of knowing everything verified also, right?
Yeah,
Everyone uses
always-
airbrush powder, whether
Yeah.
you're like a minimal girly or a maximal girly. I feel like it's part of everyone's routines.
It's definitely part of my routine. Like, I just apply my moisturizer, sunscreen, and eyeliner, and I'm just good.
And now that'll get replaced because this baby's launching. 19 and a half minutes to go. But you won't need.
햇살에 알람보다 빨리
You think this is a lot?
Yeah. I'm telling you.
The influencer makeup version of me is clearly a lot.
Because when Priya did my makeup for L Awards, and I was like, you know, is this looking too much? She's like, stop it. Like,
Because you're so minimal,
Yeah.
right? Like, I'm telling you, we need to get a video of me doing your makeup. I think that'll be fun. We have a guest who has joined the conversation. When you're going to like a wedding or something, what are your makeup steps at that time?
That time I used foundation and liner, primer, like highlighter, all these stuff. And some
Do you have any
eyeliner.
weddings coming up in December? Oh, you do have. Oh, but
Yeah.
that's not in Bombay.
Bombay,
Are any of the functions happening in Bombay?
yeah. No.
I love how my skin is looking. It's like just so like natural.
What products you used to use like when you were in college, like just for makeup?
So my makeup was a disaster when I look back at my college days. I used to do thick, cold eyes, like super
Kajal.
thick kajal
Oh,
eyes.
I see.
Lots of mascara has always been a staple for me. Nobody ever did their brows because that was
No,
not a thing
exactly,
at the time. I would use concealer sometimes, but I also think that I never found the right shades, so I didn't really use it as
Same,
much.
yeah.
And I've always been a red lipstick girl.
Hmm.
So like thick cold eyes and actually nude or bold lipstick shades was like my jam in college. Should I recreate one of my college looks for a video?
I think you should like. I think a lot of people will relate to it because
Because we all had shit makeup in our
Yeah.
college.
I think I mean, we can't call it shit because we didn't.
At that time, it was cool.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, at that time it was like cool to have the thick cold eyes. The BMM girls always had the thick cold
Cool.
eyes.
Even I was
BMM, no, yeah. What else did I do? Foundation shades were always a little bit hit and miss. Sometimes they were alright, sometimes they were not.
Okay.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Because she's like, I hope I don't poke your eyes. Guys, I can't sacrifice my eyes for the video. Tell me when to stop so it stops where you feel it's natural enough and it's like,
Yeah, I think, yeah.
stop?
It's not looking that bad. I mean,
What do you mean not looking that bad?
my makeup.
It's not looking bad at all. It's just very natural, which is...
Because your skin is looking so good, like I didn't have to do like much.
Yeah, but I have like pimples surfacing and weaning and
but it's
coming.
not
This
that
particular period has been very mean to me.
This is verified plumping lip gloss. What do you prefer more, like lip oil or lip gloss? I've seen you like mostly using lip oil.
So, when I apply the gloss, I typically apply it with the lipstick. And when I apply the gloss, I do apply the gloss just like that as well. But more often, it's like on top of the lipstick, one of the liquid lipsticks or the bullet lipsticks. And lip oil, I think I apply on like a natural makeup look like this. I would reach for the lip oil because it means like I'm keeping things super minimal. But I love the way this plumps up and like I can feel that little, you know, that menthol wala stinging,
Nice, I know, yeah.
that plumping that's kicking in. So I feel like that reminds me that I don't need to go back to my lip fillers.
It's looking nice. I think I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah.
Wow, how? Wait. You took half the amount of time. She took 14. I'm gonna stop this. You literally did this in 15 minutes. Amazing. I love it. It's very natural. There's minimal product. I'm looking at the screen at the monitor. And I love what you did.
Like earlier, I thought I would do very bad, but actually, it's looking nice.
Like in some cases, I feel like less is more. And maybe because you are not feeling that confident, you use less. And that's actually looking nice.
No, actually, I use these products only, like just this much. My concealer, IRL, blush, and lip gloss. That's
I
it.
got Aishwarya's makeup routine going over here and I love it. The only thing I do differently on my own natural days is that I still do my brows on all days, but apart from that I would have done like similar steps.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's looking nice.
Thank you. Don't forget we have 2 more parts to this video, so let's dive into them now. Now we're on to the influencer part of the video. I'm going to be doing my makeup myself per usual for this one. The brief for the look remains the same. Natural, dewy, glam, just where your skin looks healthy and juicy, and how we can glam it up in a particular way and my interpretation of this. Let's go. Absolutely 0 points for guessing that I'm using the verified Step 0 to prep my skin. It is a moisturizer, primer, sunscreen, blurring cream, and even a little bit of a strobe cream because of its radiant matte effect. It leaves your skin feeling really, really nice, very natural, and still looking very, very healthy. I wear this on minimal days as well as full beat days, and you don't need a shade match. It goes on to every single person perfectly. I forgot to mention, but I have kickstarted the timer, don't worry. Looking at the timer is making me nervous. The e.l.f. Halo Glow has somewhat become one of my favorite products when it comes to dewiness, especially when teamed up with this Fenty skin tint. I have done a very detailed dupes video. I'm going to leave a link into it down below. If you want to save some money, would highly recommend you go check that. And while you're at it, also check my de-influencing video. Over here, I'm using lesser pigment than I really need to or honestly would normally as well, because this combination gives you that healthy skin flush in just a simple way. And if I add a little bit more tint, it can add more coverage and will work for a full, beat glam face as well. But since we're doing minimal, this is it today. Try to get this done in good time. Arm workout. Okay, now when it comes to my under eyes, I don't really cheap out on the concealer ever. I may look like I'm applying a lot, and I probably am, but this is the one space that I know I need the help in. I have deep set eyes plus pigmentation, so even on my very minimal days, this is one of those places that I will spend time and effort in application and blending. In fact, on some days, I don't apply any skin tint, foundation, nothing at all, but my concealer will stay. The only difference is that if I'm not applying absolutely any foundation or skin tint, the concealer can be a lot lesser, but here I need for it to sit evenly and look good. Now it may surprise you about why I'm gonna go ahead and bake on my under eyes, even though what we're trying to achieve is a natural look. But I know the way my under eyes are, I know that they will crease. I know that even though I haven't covered them the way I typically would, just because we're trying to leave it a little bit more naturalish, the concealer will just be all over the place if I do not bake this area down. I have a lot of lines, folds, which are very natural, and while I do embrace them and acknowledge them, I think that for the makeup to look good in that area, a little bit of baking, even for a natural look, is important for me. Let's do face and then we'll go to eyes last. One of the things that doesn't get talked about enough on the internet and doesn't get enough credit, in my honest opinion, is layering your makeup. It's about using good quality makeup, even if it's just a little bit, less can be more if you do it right, with layering it up with cream, which you can later set with powder. This makes your makeup last longer, and whether you're going for a minimal or a full beat look, this really is the key to things. An alert just went off on my phone for a different notification, but 18-ish minutes to go. Not bad, I think. I love adding some blush on my cheeks. I'm a big blush girl, and I think that when I'm going for a more dewy, illuminating, minimal kind of a look, a liquid blush is a great way to go about it. Whether you choose to set it down or not, I leave to you, but I do feel like the radiance that it sends through is something that I really appreciate. Also, find those shades that work for you. I feel like there are 1,000 different pinks, corals, peaches that work for so many of us. I am going ahead and setting my contour over here for the contour that I used in cream earlier. Now I'm obviously doing it with a powder, and this will hold it in place for longer hours, and then doing my eyes. This is literally the shade I use on my lids for almost all my natural looks when you usually don't think I'm wearing eyeshadow, and I have 15 minutes and 22 seconds to go, so I think that this will be great for time and just overall multi-utility purposes. Beauty Berry is one of those blushes that just absolutely does it for me. If you are someone that thinks the purple is too much, I promise you, in application, this translates so beautifully and leaves your skin looking airbrushed. Not looking so natural. We'll tone it down. I've become more and more passionate about my brows over a period of time, and I feel like on the days when I'm not even wearing any base, but the concealer and brows have to be in check, because it really frames your face and makes you look so well groomed. On this day in particular, I skipped the pomade and opted for the powder, the goof proof powder. I'm leaving links to all the products down below, and this just really helps make me feel like I'm put together, in all honesty. How much time do I have left? 9 minutes and 40 seconds, and all I have left on my face is lipstick. Do I want to do some highlighter and mascara? Let's figure that. Feeling very relaxed that I've gotten this done in good time. Skipping the lashes and opting for some mascara. You know, I'm a lash girl in that sense, but leaving a nice natural coat, not over dramatic, but also just nice and fluffy, in all honesty. And when it comes to my lips, you're going to see me do something you don't see me do very often on camera. I apply the liquid lipstick and then I kind of leave the center of it plain, pretty much using it like a stain, let's say, and then I go in with my clear plumping gloss and just play it up. The middle gives it the illusion that your lips are bigger. Yes, this hack works. You're welcome. Really quickly, how much time? Oh, 4 minutes left. That's a lot for highlighter. I'm good. Going very natural today. It's impossible to keep things dewy without a little bit of highlighter, and this one is particularly my favorite. Dewy. Don't love the lip. I think I need to clean that up. Let's go one more step forward since my alarm hasn't rang, and do my signature step. I have about 2-ish minutes left. I don't think that's enough to do the whole lip, so I'm just gonna tidy it up to the best I can. Some staining has happened. I think we can make it work. What do I want to change? It's looking natural, it's looking subtle, it's looking mostly concealed. Let's take a clean brush and just wipe off any excess that may still be sitting there. Is it looking dewy? It's looking dewy-ish for sure. I think we're good. I didn't go too hard on the lashes. I didn't go too hard on the blush. I did, but then I corrected it. Alright, with 1-ish minute to save, I want to click stop. Saved 1 minute and 38 seconds. Okay, not bad in my opinion. I feel like I typically do conceal more, or when I'm doing a full glam look, I definitely contour a little bit more. I feel like using a cream or liquid before my powder blush has become a recent part of my routine, especially if I'm aiming for a little bit more luminosity in that sense. But I do go ahead and apply airbrush powder everywhere purely because I feel like dewy in our weather can look really sweaty, and so if I want this look to last, it's just the more practical thing to do. My brows aren't as strong as they typically are. I like my brows really sharp, typically not boxy, I mean like sharp. So there are some definite changes from my usual style, like the wing liner is missing. If you're a regular follower or if you follow me across any of my social media platforms, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is a great cue for you to go ahead and hit that bell button so you can keep coming back for more videos. I'm uploading all the way to Christmas daily with Vlogmas, including the giveaways in every single video, but in general also I post about 3-ish times a week, sometimes 4. Coming back to this, there's your influencer version of the natural, dewy, still glamish kind of a look. Let me know what you think of this down below in the comments and if you guessed right. For now, it's on to part 3 of this video. And it's time to get the makeup pro on. We have part 3 of this video and I have none other than my sister-in-law, my bhabhi, Sana over here, who's gonna come do my makeup. Hi Sana.
Hi.
She doesn't like to be on camera and doesn't want to be on camera. But as the theme that we followed through this entire video, the keywords for the look today are natural, glam, day, dewy. Those are the 4 keywords and it's your interpretation of however you choose to do it on my face. Everyone has a certain look, I think, that they have in mind that is so individual. So let's dive right into this. I'm all yours.
Let's start.
I have a lovely pimple right here for her to cover, hopefully. And a 30-minute timer that we're going to get started on right now. You want to talk your way into the process? You can.
I don't think so. Then I'll not be able to do anything.
We're quite opposite. I'm the chatty one. She's the quiet one. What's your secret to prepping skin for your clients?
A good moisturizer, a good primer, and if your skin is not acne prone, then a good luxury oil.
Is there a specific way in which you would recommend people to match foundations to their skin tone while making a purchase?
See, for me, it's more like undertone, and when I see, and it just looking at the skin tone and undertones, and then knowing your palette.
Do you have any do's and don'ts for under eyes? Because that's a problem area for so many people, including myself.
Less is more. Too much product can make it look very cakey and dry. Understanding your skin texture, undertone, and seeing if it's too dry, I feel less is more. Build it up gradually depending on your need, and yeah, that's what it is. Like, too much product is a big no-no.
Is there a reason why you use the same blush on the cheeks and the eyes?
So I've used the same color for the cheeks and eyes because I feel it's more monochromatic look. Multitasking, it's like not necessarily you have to have a particular shade. Like, you can just use your products the way you want to. It's playing around with your products. There's no like a rule book, this has to go here only.
What are you using to set my under eyes and face?
So I have used Verified's airbrush powder. It's amazing.
For the wing liner, you used a kohl pencil and you used an eyeshadow, right? Why is that?
Because I didn't want to give that very hard line. I wanted to achieve that soft line for a very natural looking day look.
It was also really nice because it like smudged the end very nicely.
Right. Because for an everyday look, I feel it gives you a very softer look. Like for the eyebrows, I have gone very natural because it's a everyday look. So just using a good eyebrow filler like a eyebrow mascara just to fill it and remove the excess product and give a very natural finished look. On the go, I feel this is more achievable, less time consuming, and looks very natural, like you're almost not wearing anything.
I really hope you enjoyed this video. It is a little bit of a different little twist for me to do more beauty content on this channel with. If you want me to do more in this series, bring different people, makeup artists, different influencers, more amateurs into the mix, then you must let me know, please. Alright, I'm going to be reading your comments. Don't forget to participate in the giveaway. I hope you guys are enjoying Vlogmas giveaways in every single video that's going up till Christmas, December 2023. See you in the next one. Bye!